Hi, my beautiful Richflix tribe. Rich here, the creator and founder of Richflix. And a lot of you guys know I'm a value investor, I'm an international speaker and a philanthropist. So there was a mouthful. But I actually realized yesterday that I've spoken on 4 continents so far. I've spoken in Asia, I've spoken in North America, I've spoken in Europe, and spoken in Africa, my homeland. 4 continents so far. So next on the list is Australia and New Zealand, and maybe Antarctica. Maybe there's some penguins that want to learn about financial freedom and investing in wealth. But welcome to part two of my video today from this beautiful farm. Today I'm going to share about actually, once you have your vision, you need to invest in your vision. And the 3 things to do to invest in your vision. Because, as I say many times, my people perish for lack of vision. But you don't want to perish, you want to flourish. To flourish in life, you've got to have a vision. Make it simple, make it plain. Write it down with your own handwriting. Make it powerful. A vision is what you see for yourself. And that's why in part one I said the 3 levels of freedom. Why? We paint in the vision that you see in yourself financially free. Just close your eyes now. Picture yourself, seeing yourself financially free. Get a picture, whatever that is. You're traveling the world, being a digital nomad, or you're buying that farm and building that house. You have the independence of sustainability, living off the land, whatever it is. Picture yourself financially free. Picture yourself debt free. And I like the word financial freedom over debt freedom because the word debt still has a lower vibration. And I was in debt. I shared that in part one. But the focus was financial freedom. It's a higher vibration. And now picture yourself with time freedom. If you had 12 months free, you don't have to work because you have assets to pay your bills. Where would you spend that 12 months? Where would you spend 1 year of your life? Picture that. Who are you spending that time freedom with? Who are the people that you choose to be in your life for that 12 months? And now picture yourself like that for the rest of your life. Not just 1 year, but the rest of your life. Time freedom, choice freedom. And then the third one is emotional freedom. Picture yourself when people mention the word money, you're relaxed and stressed. You're not triggered. Picture yourself feeling peace. You know, real prosperity, real wealth, real success, it's peace. Many people ask me, Rich, what changed in your life when you became debt free? I said that I could sleep better. I had peace. I used to have the night sweats. How am I going to pay this? How am I going to pay that? No more. I have peace. I have inner peace, and that's priceless. So that's the vision. Part two, I want to speak about you actually have to invest in the vision. It's one thing to have the vision and to see the vision and to speak the vision and to write the vision, but then you actually have to invest in the vision. Why? Because we reap what we sow. Many people want fruits, but they have no seed in the ground. Guys, it doesn't work like that. It's a spiritual principle. We reap what we sow. A law is a law is a law is a law. So many people, maybe they get oranges and they're not happy with oranges. They want apples and they wish for apples, but you're never going to get apples unless you stop wishing and start planting. You got to have seed in the ground. So the number one seed, first of all, is time. Because we all have limited time on this planet. You don't want to spend it wasting your time. So you've got to see, where am I spending my time? Because that's an investment. And how many investments? And the number one term for us is ROI, return on investment. So I spend I'm like 20 minutes a day watching something where I can learn, because I know I'm going to receive a high return on investment spending this time, because it will give me the mindset and the tools to change my life. It's going to empower me, because I know in any part of my life where I don't choose to empower myself, someone will come in and they will overpower me. So I've got to live an empowered life. And step one is, what am I watching? Who am I listening to? I don't just watch any show. I don't just put on the news and then start my day. Why? Because then I allow that seed to show up in my day. That seed will bring a fruit. It's a law. A law is a law is a law. It's a spiritual principle. So I've got to be so conscious as to what am I watching, who am I listening to. I tell people I'm a lifelong student. Yes, I've been financially free now since 2013. Yes, the last time I had a job was 2013. So it's now over, 12 years of financial freedom. But every morning I put 20 minutes aside to learn something. I'm a student of life. I'm a lifelong learner. The second part to invest in your vision is money. Obviously money. If you look at any business, any store owner knows they need to put out the capital to buy the stock before they can make their first sale. You can't sell what you don't have. So you need to put out the stock. You need to invest in your business. You need to invest in your vision to reap a profit. The only reason why I put sowing time first and then money is because people think time is money. Time is not money. Time is more valuable than money. I can make more money. I can't make more time. In fact, money I lose, I can make it back, but I can never make back for lost time. Time is not money. Time is so much more valuable. So you have the vision. You see the vision. You write the vision. You speak the vision. Speak to the vision. And then invest in the vision. Invest in your time. If you want to start your own software company, if you want to start your own public speaking business, spend 20 minutes a day honing your craft, becoming sharp, because the world doesn't pay for silver or bronze. The world pays for gold. Why? They work hard for their money. So for them to convert their money to you, you have to be the best. You have to bring back that spirit of excellence. So I've never made a bad investment in a course, in a workshop, in a training. It has always reaped in my life in one way or another. And I'm not looking for quick fixes. As you guys know, we play the long-term game. We are long-term investors. But you can't be stingy. You've got to invest in yourself. Because yes, it's an investor in yourself. It's an investment in yourself. Warren Buffett says the biggest asset you can invest in is you. You, your number one asset. Why? Because you determine how much to put into stocks, how much to put into property, how much to put into your business. You determine that. You're the captain here. So you have to upskill yourself. Improve yourself every single day. They asked Warren Buffett if he had one, if he could have one talent, what would it be? And he said, so he could read faster. Warren Buffett is a centibillionaire, meaning he has more than 100 billion US dollars net worth, and he still wants to read faster so he can learn faster. Age 95 this year. What a legend. What a legend. But guys, you have to invest in yourself. And many people, they look at it and like, what will it cost me? That's a broke mindset. It's not what it will cost you, what it will make you. Look at the potential. The broke mindset thinks, worst case scenario, what can go wrong? The wealthy mindset, what can go right? The wealthy mindset looks at the potential. And wealthy mindset thinks best case scenario. But you've got to invest in yourself. You've got to, you are worth it. You deserve it. So the number one way to invest in your vision is to sow the seed of time. The number two way to invest in your vision, sow the seed of money. And the number three way to invest in your vision is not so much sowing a seed, but taking out the weeds. There's some people in your life that's holding you back. Yeah, I said it. Do you know that you decide how long it will take you to become financially free? I became financially free in 3.5 years. But you decide if it will be 10 years, less than 10 years, more than 10 years. Many people die in debt. You decide. You live the empowered life every day by the choices that you make. But here's the thing. The longer you hang around broke people, the longer it will take you to be financially free. Yeah, I said it on this beautiful day. The longer you hang around broke people, the longer it will take you to be financially free. Why? Because people rub off on us. What they say, what they do, how they act, how they think, it rubs off on us. And we know this from school days. Our parents told us, if you want to be an eagle, stop hanging out with the chickens. Stop hanging out with the bad apples. It's called the power of association. Who you hang out with is who you become. So it's not so much sowing the seeds with this one, but taking out the weeds. And like I said in part one, if you have 4 real friends at the end of your life, you've done well. You've done well. So we're not looking for quantity, we're looking for quality. Some friends in your life is lifelong friends, and some friends are not lifelong friends. Some friends are seasonal friends, and it's okay to outgrow your friendship circles. It's okay to outgrow your season. And I'm not preaching here, I'm sharing here that when I was deep in debt, I knew if I wanted to break this debt pattern and debt cycle, I need to get rid of a lot of my friends. And because I went away, I call it my ghost year, for 12 months I was working on myself, and I wiped out all of my debt in 12 months because I learned how to break my mindset and break my habits. But that wouldn't have happened if I was hanging out with the same friends, at the same parties, in in the same clubs, in the same expensive restaurants, it wouldn't have happened. So the first two keys to manifesting your vision of freedom, holistic freedom, is what you need to add into your life. I need to add an investment of time, right? What am I watching? Who am I listening to? And I need to add investment of money into the paid workshops, paid courses. Because here's the thing, free things, they're a good catalyst, but it's not going to bring real change. Real change takes time and investment and patience and also sequence and structure and all of that. But with this one, letting go of your friends, now it's not just adding, it's subtracting. And that's where the rubber hits the road. So you'll see many people, they start personal growth, but then they fall along the wayside. I knew from the beginning that personal growth is not a game of addition. Just add this, add this, add this. It's more a game of subtraction. What do I need to take out of my life? Some people I need to spend less time with. Some stuff I need to stop watching. Some stuff I need to start reading. I need to have a stop doing list. It's subtraction. So when a lot of people, fell off the wayside, I stayed on the path. I started my walk in 2019. In 2009, I started investing on the stock market in the recession. And I stayed on that path. What path? Of long-term value investing that required patience. I stayed on the path. Because I knew as long as I sow my time, sow my money to buy the stocks and in the courses and the books and take out the weeds, I will manifest my vision. And I shared my story that I've been blessed to be featured in Forbes magazine alongside Warren Buffett. But I knew I was going to be in Forbes 5 years before it happened. Because when I was reading Forbes, I always had the vision. I was subscribing to Forbes, Forbes Africa, Forbes Women for 5 years. And I always knew one day I'm going to be in Forbes. And guess what? 5 years later, it manifested. So I tell people, visions are real. Visions are powerful. But you've got to sacrifice something. You've got to give something. You've got to have seed in the ground. You cannot live your way with wishful thinking. Oh, I wish next year will be better. No. Make it better by start sowing the right seeds now. 1st of Jan, it's just a number. Seeds you sow now, you'll reap it on the 1st of Jan. So plan now. Guys, I hope part 2 added value to your life. I'm here to recap. To manifest the vision of freedom that we spoke about in part 1, you have got to sow the seeds of time. You've got to sow the seeds of finances, and you've got to remove the weeds. You have to see the vision plus invest in the vision. Guys, tomorrow I'll be sharing part 3 of my final video, and I hope Richflix.net. Let us know. This is Rich saying much love, and remember, you are blessed to be the blessing. So go out there and live the blessed life. Bye for now. Cheers.